ladies and gentlemen, I am here, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Feel Better Show. I want to thank you very much for tuning in today. We have an amazing show getting ready to shock and amaze you, maybe jump into your minds. Yeah, I'm referring to one of the classic movies that we're going to talk to. But first, let's get into who's having it. Who's going to be on the show today? I got my man, the artist formerly known as Al. Let's bring him on here. How you doing, Al?
I'm
or
doing
is it
good.
the
Yeah.
artist formerly known as Al? Like, how do I pronounce it so I don't insult you, sir?
Well, normally I would put on a symbol, and just
Yes,
but the thing is I'm too cheap to make a symbol right now. So you could just call me the artist.
the artist. Okay, good. I'll call you the artist. Well, artist, did you enjoy the movie?
I saw it a long time ago, so I enjoy it, but I have some issues with it too. So, uh,
Oh.
well, yeah, okay, I'll explain more throughout the show.
Okay. I'm gonna just kick you off for 2 seconds because I'm gonna introduce one of my guests. The guest, he is an amazing guy. He is one of the co-hosts that I have with one of the co-hosts on the show that I co-host as well. It's very complicated, but his name is Johnny Blaze from the Cloud Chronicle. How you doing, Johnny?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you having me on here today, man. Thank you so much.
It is my pleasure. So I asked you because we were on the show The Real Boys yesterday. We were reviewing Godzilla versus Kong. It was a great titan of a fight, if you do say, between me and Michael Kobe. And I unfortunately forgot about you. So as a Canadian, I need to make apologies constantly. So inviting you on was one of the ways I was hoping I could make apologies for forgetting to introduce you before I guessed. So.
It's all right, man. It's all right. They left me off IMBD too, so
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was like, what is this? What is this?
Man, dude. I'm wearing shades all next episode.
You should just cross, just
Yeah.
keep getting dropped out, and just like it's because I'm forgotten, isn't it? Right? That's the reason.
It's all good.
So yeah, you just saw Jumper, right? You rewatched Jumper.
Yeah, rewatch.
And what did you think of it? Just a quick overall first impressions, if you've first time seeing it or rewatching it for the first time.
It was a rewatch. I hadn't seen it since it first came out. I still liked it. I definitely had some issues, like the artist just said. Definitely have my issues with it that we can get into later. But yeah, I mean, it was overall it was a pretty decent film, man. I can't complain too much.
Awesome. All right, let's get everybody on here. Al's just the artist. I apologize, artist. I put you on before you were impressive enough. So before we jump into our reviews of the movie, give me a second here. I have some notes that I wrote down because I wanted to talk to you guys about some pop culture. Just something caught my eye recently. Did you guys catch the new Space Jam trailer?
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
All right, here, let's bring Al up to the big screen here. Al, tell us what you thought of it.
I thought it was okay.
No.
I'll probably end up watching it. I just maybe it's because I'm Team Jordan over Team LeBron, so I do kind of have that regards of like loving the classic and the nostalgia of the original Space Jams. But I'm gonna go see this one. It's cool. That's all I say.
Johnny, do you have anything to add to what the artist said? Are you a classic lover of the original and can't see Bugs turning his back on his boy MJ?
Yeah, man, I'm team Jordan all the way too. So I definitely I'm gonna be watching it with that kind of old curmudgeon mood. I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch it. I don't not like LeBron, but I'm not. He's never gonna be better than Jordan to me. I'm on that.
No, I completely agree too. I'm on the same boat. But again, it's for today's generation of kids, right? So that look up to LeBron, and he is the figure of the NBA of basketball right now. And it's LeBron. So
he's the Jordan of the time. So he's the fitting guy to do it. I want to watch it. I want to see how the graphics. I mean, not graphics. Sorry, the animation is and all that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It looks. I saw it. I was blown away by that because I'm like. Back when the original came out, I was like, "Oh my god, that's amazing!" And then like you watch it now, you can say, okay, it holds up, but you're like, I would love to see it in today's graphics with the way the animation has.
Mhm.
So I'm looking super forward to that because like the way they brought it into the cartoon world on top of it, amazing.
Mhm.
So it can only get better. It can only get better. Now, Johnny, this is something I have for you because we did review this yesterday. And the artist I know is a fan of these types of movies. What do you guys think of Godzilla versus Kong opening with $16.3 million in a 2-day haul?
In
What do you guys
theaters?
think? Yeah, in theaters and streaming.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a little bit of a combination of of stuff opening back up. A really good film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people went just to get out of the house.
Probably.
You know, like, and
Being
there
in
wasn't
the-
a lot of options. No disrespect to the film. I love the film.
Yeah.
But I think all that numbers, like all that factored into it. Stuff reopening up, other places not. You know.
So you think it's because of, like the anticipation just to get out of the house that it did so well?
I think the timing had a little bit to do with it. Not all. I'm not gonna.
So if this opened in a regular, blockbuster season, let's say, no
How much
pandemic,
did you say it did? 16?
16.3. Does it get the same
Okay,
numbers?
I give it maybe 12.
You're saying it's getting a 12 mil weekend?
No, I said
Okay.
maybe 12 if it was just like normal times and everything,
Yeah.
and everything's wide open. I'd say it'd probably do 12.
Okay, that's fair. It's about, I would agree with that on a 2-day haul. Yeah, sure. If it wasn't released straight onto HBO Max.
Yeah, and everybody just had to get out.
Yeah. The artist, what is your opinion on King Kong, kicking that box office?
Well,
And not taking an L like he did in the movies.
but
Spoiler alerts.
well, look, I don't know any other movies that's out in theaters, so again, like I totally agree with Johnny in the sense that look, people want to get out of the house, like people are trying to get back to the new norm. Theaters are starting to open up slowly in certain places around the world, so for sure, it's probably the top of the list right now. But again, it's I think if you put any other big conglomerate movie, I think it will probably do as well as the Kong versus the Godzilla. So, by all means, I think it'll be up there for at least a little while. Plus, also this is long weekend too, so that pretty much helps boost on any sales or revenues for people that go and watch it in theaters. So. It's it's good. It's good for the movie, good for the franchise. Make another one.
Do you think, guys, do you think there will be a sequel or another Godzilla King Kong by themselves movie?
To be honest, I would like to see a sequel, but I think it would be more like 80% Godzilla King Kong and like 20% humans or 10% humans and 5% like just anything else. Because for me, I like I saw Godzilla and King Kong. I just would like to get rid of anything backstory and human and just focus on like Godzilla fighting King Kong and whatever monsters that they put in the movie. I don't know, but that's just me.
No, we had the same opinion on that, Johnny. On the movie, we all felt on the Real Boys that the human element was just not really necessary. We all agreed that just give us the monsters beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with we talked about it earlier, but definitely I agree with what he said too. The podcast guy was great, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta love
of course,
him.
it's a fellow podcaster. We all love that dude.
You gotta love the podcast guy. The two guys that had the mecha that were, the one guy that was funding and the pilot, they were necessary.
Yeah, the villain-ish people.
We're talking about a handful of humans are needed for these movies.
Yeah.
Good solid 3, and that's really it. I mean, 3 to 5, really. And that's really all that's needed. And then they didn't really, we talked about, they didn't really go into the pilot. Like, that would have been a good.
Yeah, there's a whole sequence of stuff there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot they could have done with that. But I think they left the doors open to make another one. I'd like to see another one. So, yeah, I'll definitely watch another one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely going to be another Godzilla or another Kong. Definitely, I want to see where Kong goes because I'm a King Kong boy. Now, I don't know about this, Johnny. Are you a fan of The Witcher? Did you watch The Witcher with
I
the
did.
chiseledness? So season 2 just wrapped. What are you hoping happens in it?
Now, I'm not as hard. I'm not gonna say I'm not a hardcore fan. I am a hardcore fan, but I don't know as much about The Witcher as maybe you two guys do. So, you know, I remember the video game. I had the video game. I played the video game, but I haven't read the books. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I haven't read the books. I love the show. I've rewatched season 1 maybe like 3 times. So, season 2, man, just more action. I'd like to see maybe what was that funny guy's name? I can't remember. It's been a while since I rewatched it.
It's been a while for me too. Yeah,
his buddy, toss coin to your witch boy.
The rogue, if you will.
I'd like to see some more with him and the main character. They work well together. Yeah. I think who's the other guy they brought in? He's supposed to be like he's another Witcher, an older Witcher. I can't remember his name, but he's a pretty well-known actor. So I'm looking forward to seeing like how they incorporate him into the show.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. The artist bringing him back up here. Your opinions on it? Do you have anything you love to see?
I never saw the show. I never read the book. I haven't played the game. All I could say is if The Witcher or Henry Cavill can just come up and wear a Superman T-shirt somewhere during the show, I'll be happy with that.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it would be like all you see is this little Superman. There's only bright color in the whole like darkness of the whole show.
Any which way to cameo a Superman symbol or something. But again, it's on my list. So
it's on your list. Yeah,
your
famous list that goes for thousands of years.
I got a list of like shows and movies that I like saved on my Netflix like profile, and I'm just barely touching through right now.
Yeah,
so it's
you've had a year to do nothing, bro.
Gee, just get
off the screen.
When Friends was on Netflix, it was just constant episodes of Friends.
Yeah, I know. It was constant Friends. That's all I would hear from you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are reviewing the movie Jumper. With Hayden Christensen, Sam Jackson, this beautiful movie right here. It is a book. It is a movie. First question, guys. Did you ever read the book or did you just see the movie? Johnny, how we go with you?
Movie only.
Movie only? Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually today years old when I found out there was a book.
Like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, about 30. Literally.
When it literally left your mouth, Phil, that's when I found out. Okay.
Yeah, literally. So I mean, that's cool. That it's not surprising, but I didn't know. So, and now it kind of makes me wonder: did you read the book? Is the book better?
The book is better in my opinion.
Okay. Makes sense.
But the movie is a fun movie. That's what I took it as. And the artist, what about you? Did you just find out that there is a book about it?
Well, I knew there was a book a while ago, but when the movie came out, I didn't know it was based on a book. I just thought it was just another pretty decent concept. Well, actually, pretty cool concept because for me, if my superpower wish would be to have like instant teleportation, so
Yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't everybody want that kind of?
Oh yeah.
Pardon me. Okay, Johnny's still there. I'm out there looking at it. It's like, where's Johnny go?
I had to blow my nose. I wanted to mute it, and it's just loud. Sorry.
It's all good. No, all good, bro. DJ, my brother, what did you think of the acting overall? Because you have Mila Kunis at the height of her.
Actually, it's Rachel. It's Rachel. What's her name?
Sorry. Yes,
yeah,
Rachel.
Bilson. For the OC fame.
OC, which
I the OC all the time. So
we're a big fan here on the Phil Better Show of the OC, and I can't believe it's been a while that I haven't seen it. That's why I made it, because they were at the they were the same kind of looking, Jackie and her Rachel.
Same build.
Yeah. So it makes sense, right? I didn't forget shit.
Jackie's better looking, I find, to be honest with you, but I
anyways,
I like me some Mina Kunis,
Who doesn't? So what did you? This is at the height of their happiness, their fame, if you will. The OC is going great. You have the Star Wars movie just came out, so this is like his first try outside of the Star Wars universe. Al, what did you think?
Oh, I thought the movie was great. I just thought Hayden Christensen was just garbage.
Why?
I never really liked him as an actor per se. I'm not hating on him.
I love it. The
because-
minute you said you hated him,
Yeah.
people just started liking the show, just tuning in right there. So
Look,
continue.
look, Hayden Christensen, like, I didn't mind him as Anakin, mind you, mopey Anakin to Darth Vader in Episode 3 really, really pissed me off. I really like the concept in the movie, to be honest with you, the shot for shot and the whole like history, the teleportation, and that group of Samuel L. Jackson's character and that group
Yeah.
that are trying to capture
That
all the
secret
teleporters.
organization.
Yeah, the jumpers. I thought that was a pretty cool concept. Mind you, I find the movie was a little bit rushed in certain parts. Maybe it's because they didn't want to make it too long, the movie. But mind you, yeah, my biggest, I think you could have gotten another actor. Maybe somebody else other than Hayden Christensen to play, because he reminded me of the dopey, mopey,
Anakin.
emo Anakin in the Star Wars movie. So that's just basically that character in this movie to me. So
Okay.
it's just
You couldn't see past Mopey.
no, I couldn't. And even then, that relationship with him and Rachel, whatever, Millie, the character, I thought that was pretty like unbelievable. Like I couldn't really get their love. I find Hayden's character was a bit like stockish.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like, look, and also too is like his character pretty much like he could have just let it be and helped that Irish dude and whatever, they could take down a guy, but I just feel like he was always doing like the wrong place at the wrong time type of thing, and he's always like, if you could have just like teamed together or not do anything and let him and whatever figure out how to take on this whatever organization, they probably could have gone away with it. So I know that's just me kind of like, yeah, Hayden Christensen just could have gotten another actor. So
All right. We feel your love for Hayden Christensen right there. Johnny, what is your take on Jumper? All the beautiful people in this movie. What did you love it? Did you hate it? What? Tell me what you feel.
I liked it. Samuel L. Jackson was just, he was just captain of the hater squad. Of the when I don't have that power squad. So that's the first thing I thought about when I rewatched. I was like, man, he was just a big hater. Like, this
a
guy's
whole
not
bunch of
doing
hater.
anything. I mean, he's leaving IOUs here. He's leaving IOUs. He's not hurting anybody. He's literally off the radar. He's chilling. He's can we say effing bitches?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
He's effing bees.
He's effing bees.
Really all
you're free as long as it's not the C word. You are free to go, sir.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he's not really doing anything. So I couldn't find myself getting past why he hated him so much, other than he didn't have the power. Like, why don't you befriend this dude? And that's your best friend. And
I agree with you. He was
you know what I mean? There's all these. Maybe they would have given a little bit of backstory, like maybe like a jumper killed his daughter. We got something here. A jumper killed his brother. His brother was a jumper, and he was jealous of that, and that made sense. Something along those lines. He was just a big hater, though, bro. Like I didn't get it, and he didn't work for the government either. It was just like, I got money, and I'm gonna form a jumper organization. It was just very weird to me, man. That's all I kept thinking about.
Yeah, no. So in the book, so I'm gonna jump up here.
Yeah.
I fully agree with the book.
Yeah.
Fleshes out a lot more about the history of this organization. Works for the government. They're upset that he's stealing. Obviously, they don't have these magical rope shit. They actually shoot you. So they're trying to keep it PG in that place. But and then it turns out at the end, like, there's a little spoiler-ish that it is his mom that's secretly also helping him, like that. So that part is true in the from the book, but it's explained so much better in the book. But the book is the book isn't like this classic, Shakespearean thing. It is a teenage kind of age book, like, and this is what the movies aim for. It's not for the sophisticated cinema goer like ourselves, because we're all cinema phils, Thank you, Michael Dobie, for giving me that. But yes, so if you guys could, apart from changing Hayden Christensen, because the artist is not a fan of him, what would you change? Like, how would you make this a better movie if you would? And we're gonna go with the artist. No, we're gonna go with Johnny first, because the artist usually takes up so much time. Johnny. How would you make this better?
I'm sorry.
How would you make this better? Where, if you could like amp it up, maybe we'll give you the license to go PG-13. You get to drop. Let Sam Jackson drop a motherfucker. Because we need to hear that from Sam Jackson.
Yeah, we can use a couple of those. Kind of like I touched on earlier, man. Just a little bit more backstory, like you just explained, like the book. I didn't know anything about the book, so now I kind of feel like, oh well, everything that was in the book, and usually that's how films tend to do books. Like you said, the artist said earlier, like it felt rushed, and I think that's the part that felt rushed to me. Like, who's Sam? Who's he work for? Why is he mad?
Mm-hmm.
Like none of that was really. It was just there. It's just like, okay, it's like, hey, we need
to
film random guy with gadgets. You come over here. So
we can't have all white people. Like, it's like, unfortunately, Sam is the token person in the movie. The ethnicity.
His hair's still white though.
Yeah, I know. I didn't like it.
That was a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. The blonde Samuel, like he's had weird hairdos in a lot of movies, but that one's kind of freaky.
Was it in the Cisco era when this movie was? That's the only thing I can explain. If Thong Song was popping, then we need to just move on. That's what it was.
Yeah, we didn't remember that era. That never happened.
He's too old, man. I'm not saying like he can't pull it off, but like Cisco to Jackson, like that age ratio, that's just calling for attention. Like you know what I mean? So that's yeah. It doesn't reach out for him. Like it just yeah.
Al, what would you add to or take away from it if you could have Sam Jackson drop a motherfucker?
Oh man, I get him to be like Snakes on a Plane level type of acting in this movie. You know what I mean?
Like just ham the fuck out of it.
Yeah, why not? The effects and what have. Actually, just thinking about it, I think because like we were talking we were talking about it being rushed and not like expanding on a lot of the story plots in this movie. I think I would have made this like a TV series on Netflix. You know what I mean? Maybe put it into like a mini series, so at least then they could spread it out and have like a lot of sense in a lot of the backstories. I think that's probably my main kind of thing that I would change just to kind of make it a mini series than an actual movie. And also, I think I would change with Hayden Christensen. I think I would probably recast him with like Joseph Gordon-Levitt because I find him a better actor. So, and he's kind of the same kind of like quirky, like thin guy. So that's my two kind of changes.
Well, that it's really funny that you bring up a TV show because it actually did get into a YouTube show.
Really? I didn't want to say I didn't want to interrupt him, but I was like, didn't they make a show out of this? I like vaguely remember it, but
which one?
There was a YouTube show. It was with a girl jumper instead, in the same world. So like they've heard of Hayden's character and the Irish guy's character. There is a video game as well, but it takes from the point of the Irish guy's character. I can't remember his name. I feel horrible, but that's usually.
Well, I know the actor is Jamie Bell.
Yes. Okay. So Jamie Bell's character. And then there's another book as well on his character as well because they fleshed it out. But there is a YouTube premiere or YouTube Red or something like that. So I think it's probably free now, so you can always catch that.
I got to check this out. I didn't know about this one.
Yeah, no, it definitely will be in the show notes on the replays and all that for everyone to look into. We're going to come up to, we're 5 minutes here. I'm going to give you guys the time to just promote your guys' selves. We're going to go with Johnny first. because I have to make up again for forgetting about him yesterday when I was hosting, so I have to make it up as much as possible. Johnny, tell my lovely fans where we can listen to your podcast and where we can catch you guys.
Well, if you're on the go, we're on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, all that good jazz, Breaker, all those millions of streaming platforms. You can catch me on there. On YouTube, the WeedTube, check out there. Definitely check out the merch. We got the new Built for This Cloud Chronicle shirts. Got some other stuff dropping, man. That's it, man. I appreciate you having me on here. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, my pleasure. The artist, please jumping on here. You are going live tonight, are you not?
Yeah, DJ Overflow, MTL. I'll be on. Ooh, I'm gonna be on right after this at 7 on Twitch. So just if you want to feel good Saturday night, seeing that you're probably gonna be stuck at home, I'll play some hits, some jams, and get the party going.
All right. Final rating on this movie. What are you rating this movie? Out of 10 jumps. Yeah, 10 jumps. How many jumps do you take to love this movie?
I give it a sympathy 7. But also too, I gotta mention like my favorite Tragically Hip song, "Ahead by Century," is in this movie. So I was like, yeah, Canadian legend, a rock band. So hey, by all means, so it's 7 out of 10 for me.
All right. Johnny, just before we jump off, what are you giving this out of 7 jumps? How many jumps does this movie get from you?
I'm going to give it a solid 7 as well, man. Definitely. I had 7 before he said that too. I was just like, I don't want to change it. I got to go with 7, man. I think it's a really good 7. The concept, the teleporting, it was great. Nobody was doing, I don't really think anybody had done a movie like that at that time. Mm-hmm. They kept it under R. I would have liked to see an R-rated one. I think that would have been really good. But they kept it under R for sales purposes, I'm sure. So, but it was still a pretty good PG-13 action movie, and those are kind of hard to come by. True.
I would have loved to see someone like let go mid-jump and see what would have happened, mm-hmm. Someone just grab on, but then let go, and does their arm get cut off? I don't know. Mm-hmm. It would have been nice to see for our ratings reason. Yeah, but thanks to YouTube, we can start doing that. We can fund that. We know writers.
We do know writers.
Zach and Dylan are $10 word man. Ladies and gentlemen, I am, of course, your host with most, Phil Better. I host this show every week live on Saturdays at 5. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, pretty much everywhere, on Apple, and of course on Spotify. I also host Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast, a podcast where you can learn from the entrepreneurs who have blazed the travels before you. So if you want to follow their paths, it is possible, or learn how to do it yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, check us out. It releases every Tuesday and Thursday of the week. We are in season 2. We got a big guest finishing it up for season 2. But ladies and gentlemen, I am Phil Better. I want to thank Johnny Blaze from the Cloud Chronicles for being a guest this week, and the artist formerly known as Al, aka my best buddy, my heterosexual life mate, as it is. This next week, Al, what movie we're watching next week?
You know what? I just decided just now because I just watched it recently. I do want to talk about the movie Kingpins with, well, of course, with your love of Bill Murray, but also one of the underrated Fairly Brother movies that I think is really funny.
Johnny, do you love that movie? Which
movie was it again? One more time.
Kingpins.
Kingpins?
Yeah, with Woody Harrelson and Randy Quaid.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I actually rewatched that maybe like 3 months ago.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's on. If it's on Hulu, I believe. I think it's on Hulu right now. They got it on there.
Probably. We don't get Hulu up here. We're not that special here in.
Oh, okay. I think. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's a funny movie. It's funny. Hey, while we're on camera too, I'd like to have you guys come on my show if y'all ever want to jump on together.
Definitely. We would definitely love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, check that out. We're going to be on the Cloud Chronicle. We'll schedule that while we go off air. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much to my amazing guests. And thank you for tuning in. Aaron, you're always a supporter, and I love you. I see you in the comments. I don't miss you that much. And Al keeps saying he wants to start a show with you, but I'm going to get off the air now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and have a great day. Oops.